family. I'm your host, B. Se25 was brought to you courtesy of First Ave Entertainment. Today, we have the awesome pleasure of speaking with Kaidot. She's been on a hiatus for quite some time, but guess what? She's back and better than ever. We are here at Nats. You guys be sure to check out Nats for your events or any other activities that you want to take place. You guys, we're in South Florida. It's kind of caliente here, but we're still vibing, you guys. It's always a vibe here, Se25 family. If you want more information about us, please feel free to locate us on the web at www.se25tv.com. We're also on Instagram at Se25tv and Twitter as well. Again, I'm your girl, B. You can find me on Instagram at BLongChamp. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Se25 family, welcome back. We are here with Kaidot. Yeah. We are in the building.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Your lime green is popping.
Thank you.
I see that's the new trend. The lime green.
It is a trend. The trend is out, and it's definitely a trend that I'm going with. So I'm just going with the flow, and it's my favorite color. So.
Okay, that's different.
It is.
Who picks lime green?
It's been lime green for a long time, way before the trend. So I've been loving lime green.
All right, so Kaidot, you've been this hiatus. What's going on?
The hiatus was like, I think I haven't put out any music, if I'm not mistaken, for probably like easily 5 to 6 years.
And in the industry, that's like eons, right?
I would feel like in the industry, you're dead. Like 5 or 6 years, like, you know, so it's kind of like a revamping. But it feels good because I don't really have anything that I have to really worry about from back then. Like, nobody probably really remembers the kind of music I was putting out back then. So it's kind of a new slate.
I remember.
So I'm hoping for some of you guys forgot. So it's kind of a new slate.
But why do you have that reaction? What was wrong with it?
I think I actually had the reaction based on, it's probably not even good, but based on some opinion. And actually looking back, I don't think the music was bad at all.
No.
I actually think it was decent. But you know how people talk, but music has changed so much. So I actually don't feel so bad about it. But you know, like when you look back at like your old pictures you're like, oh my God, what was I wearing? Like what was I doing? So that kind of stuff.
So no nostalgic moments when you look back?
I think listening to the music that I was writing at that time kind of brings back a little nostalgia. I actually still do like some of the songs.
That's awesome. So you wrote your own music and you're going to continue?
Me and my mom wrote most of my music together. And now at this point, I'm pretty much writing my music all by myself and then with a little bit of help and love from my producer. So
nice.
It's pretty much just me though, really. He just comes in and throws a little sauce on there.
That's what's up. You need the sauce sometimes.
I need the sauce. Sauce.
Okay, so your hands are in a lot of positions. You weren't just sitting down, no idle time. You were actually working, grinding, hosting. Yeah. How was that transition like?
So you're absolutely right. For those 5 to 6 years that I was on the hiatus, I was DJing, hosting, modeling.
Nice.
I think that's about the main things. But it just was like knowing I needed to take a little bit of break from the music because I felt like I was just like, it was just like a daily, just my brain was hurting. The music, you know, in Miami is definitely a spot where you have to work double hard if you're a new artist. You have to work triple, quadruple hard if you're a new artist.
Right, and so then you're not from Miami.
I'm not from Miami exactly, but I have been here for like a long time. I've been here for like We're talking about like 10 years at this point. So it's been a long time.
Yeah, you're a native now. We accept you.
Right, you accept me. But like born and raised here, no, not exactly. I came here when I was about like 15, 16.
Okay.
So yeah.
Don't do the math. Don't do the
Don't
math.
do the math, guys, please. Okay. Don't do the
So your transition from, you know, being creating your own music, your art, to hosting, how's that been like?
Hosting, and you're great at what you do. So
thanks.
hosting is definitely what I feel like I'm gifted at, and it's not hard. And hosting came a little bit easier than music,
Right.
because music comes with a load of more politics.
Right.
So music comes with politics and so much more. So the hosting was really what I was doing for really this whole hiatus. I've got to host so many big, amazing events and been able to travel with it, and that actually kind of slid me into DJing. So now I'm a traveling DJ. I got to go.
I like the DJing aspect.
The DJing aspect is great. So just, even though I wasn't doing music, I still stayed in entertainment and
Love
music.
it, love it. So when you saying DJing, the whole scratching the records and
Oh
everything?
no, like I really DJ.
Ah.
I tour. I've been able to go to like Mexico, Indonesia. Really been able to go out of the country with DJing. I DJ for an artist who's poppin', Macy Kate. Shout out to you, baby girl. But she's huge in her own right. So being able to tour with her, and she gets shows, like I said, overseas and out of the country. So that's where it is.
So you kept your same name DJing as well?
It's literally just Kaidot. It's not DJ Kaidot. It's
Kaidot.
just Kaidot.
Why Kaidot?
I would like to tell this story, and I'm happy you asked. My real name, just so everyone knows, is actually Kennedy Starr Jones.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
It's Kennedy Starr Jones.
Like your parents like really set you up for stardom.
They were hoping for it.
No, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
So
you know what?
that's what it was.
I don't even want to cut you off.
Yeah.
Sinks to Sink family, in just a few after we come from our break, she's going to explain to us.
I'll explain to you what it is.
There you go.
Here's the break.
We'll be back. Sinks to Sink family, we are back with Kaidot.
Yes.
We are here at Nat's Place. You guys be
Yes.
sure to check Nat Place out.
For real.
Listen, Kaidot, you were explaining your name.
Yeah.
And-
So there is a story.
Okay.
There actually is a story. So quick story was, it was Kennedy Starr Jones, and I was in high school at the time, and all these little girls were calling themselves blah blah Star, like Brittany Star and Adrian Star, and it got real old because it really was my real name, and that wasn't their name. So it got really, really old, and I was actually on the phone with my little high school boyfriend at the time, and he didn't live here. He lived in Atlanta, and he was like, "What do they call you at school?" And I'm like, "They call me K-Star." That's what my little rap name at the time was.
Okay.
And then I was like, "But I'm gonna have to change it." And he was like, "Yeah, because before you know it, they're just gonna call you Kaidot. They're just gonna keep shortening it." And we stuck with Kaidot. And that's literally just a story. He was like saying that my name was just gonna get shorter and shorter as a joke. He said Kaidot. It was time for a change.
But that is
Sure
true. They
was.
drop the love.
Yeah.
Then you just, okay.
Yeah, you
Keep
just-
the
yeah.
wholesome, that other part of it.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's Kaidot.
I like it.
Thank you.
It works.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. We had the same name.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's from Cali. That's where I was born, so I'm sure it is what it is.
So you have been all around the world.
It has been around the way.
And you're not a
Yeah.
Navy kid, military
No,
kid.
it's just kind of how life transitioned, and my parents got different jobs. We just moved around.
That's what's up. And you're always able to assimilate to wherever it is.
Oh, you have to. You gotta get with the program.
I know that's
gotta
right.
get with the program quick.
As far as music is concerned, in Miami, how difficult is it to break the barriers of music? Because I know Miami is a little tough.
I'm actually not even gonna play. It's 100% hard. It's probably one of the most difficult cities to break your music. And I think that's why I was on a hiatus for so long. And I think that the more we be honest about it, maybe the more we can work together. Like, people don't want to really admit that it's probably one of the hardest cities to truly break your music.
Why do you feel like it is that way?
Since I'm not from here, I guess it's like everyone kind of describes, like, nobody really wants that person to maybe make it, but if one person makes it, we can probably pull each other up. And I'm the kind of person, I'm so willing to pull each other up. Like, if I can make it, if we could just push me, I will pull you. We can. I don't know why we couldn't just be like 5 baddies just making dope music.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like 5 beautiful girls can make music, and one's a rapper, singer, 2 R&B singers. Like, we could all do it, but Miami doesn't really have that culture. So I took a break to kind of get my mind right, and now we're back.
What did you do to get your mind right?
Girl, yoga, meditation.
Yoga.
Fitness.
I see you're a fitness guru.
Yeah. So you
I
have
saw
to
the
take
thighs.
it.
I
saw the thighs on you.
No, you're cut. I saw them.
I saw the thighs on you.
Like, okay, Kaidot. Because I was gonna set an appointment,
Yes,
Dr. Miami.
anytime.
No, not anytime. You, Dr. Miami.
You with your
Because,
body?
Listen.
Are you crazy?
Oh my God, it's a lot. Do you feel the heat? Do you feel the heat?
Yeah.
So what is it that you like? How is it that you mentally prepare yourself or transition into, okay, I'm gonna really get my mind, body, and soul right?
I think some artists don't take the time to take a step back and realize they're not all together. I was fighting so hard to get my music out that it was stressing me out, that I knew I had to take a step back, but still stay relevant, still stay in entertainment.
Right.
Yoga, meditation, fitness, and eating was really my main thing to kind of get myself back together.
And let's be honest, I see more and more our people are getting involved in yoga.
Yeah.
That's the new wave. Being vegan, and yoga.
Yeah. Well,
What
if you
made you
guys
do
don't know the
yoga?
truth about yoga, it really does come from Africa and
speak
Egypt.
to us.
So don't ever let someone tell you that it's not for you. Like, it came from us. It came from Egypt. It comes from Africa. So you got to get with the program, and it really does put you one with your body and with the universe. So
Love it,
you
love
gotta
it.
get with it.
Listen, all they do is take our stuff and package it. They just repackage it and say, oh, this is a new trend.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So this is so left field.
Okay.
So Haitians do this thing like after you have a baby or you give birth, where the parents or whoever it is that's in the home, they give the mother a bath.
Okay.
We call it a bath.
Okay.
Now I see it's being packaged all nice and pretty by other people, where they take basically herbs.
Right.
And they are
I've seen the same
selling it.
thing.
I'm sure it originated in Africa.
Right.
But honey, these people are culture vultures, and they are taking it and making
And I'm
it
sure
their
people
own.
probably thought it was weird, and the herbal baths was weird and stuff. So it's just like, you gotta be you, because really we are the truth. So you gotta just live in that truth for real.
That's what's up. Kaidot say be you. Stay true. Thanks for Sank family. We'll be right back.
Healthcare workers and nurses are in high demand. Take your first step toward a medical career today at Ideal Professional Institute in Miami Gardens. With multiple programs available, you can become a patient care technician in just 9 months, a home health aide in under 1 month, an LPN in just a year. Ideal Professional Institute is licensed by the state of Florida, so register now. Call 305-653-7886.
Sink to sink. Music is life, yeah, yeah.
Move it, move it. Voice to the man just on reaching out to the world. Take banana.
Sync family, we're back. We're here with Kaidot.
Yay.
Kaidot is spectacular with the lime green drip drip. We're going to explain why she's dripping too.
For real.
Kaidot. So, one time for Nat's Place too.
Yay.
Nat Place, they hooked us up. Nelda, thank you so much
Cheers.
for your hospitality,
Cheers.
Nelda. So, as far as your music is concerned,
Right.
you explain how difficult it is to be in Miami, to be in the industry, and I know that even with the music being in Miami in the industry, being a woman, yeah,
Preach.
and then you're beautiful at that.
Preach.
I'm gonna talk about the big elephant in the room.
Preach.
How difficult is it to go and speak to executives
Preach.
to try to put your artistry out there?
I remember I have a lot of mentors, male mentors in the radio industry, and Wildman Teddy T is one of them. And I remember coming up and telling him I really wanted to do music and stuff, and he was like, "You being cute is really going to be a rough ride." And I'm like, I thought being cute was like
a plus.
what you needed to do
Right.
music. And he was like, not exactly. It's going to be a tougher ride because of it. And it really is. I feel like, a lot of people are out here doing a lot of wild stuff. And I think the only reason I haven't even got to exactly where I want to go, because I try to keep it together. I try to keep my morals. And I know you guys watching out there can co-sign that. I've kept it together, honey.
Together.
So I think it's really, really tough. And I didn't even think that being cute or being attractive was good. I thought that was what you were supposed to do in the music industry. But it definitely is rough.
Yeah, I'm in another age bracket, and I can tell you that no,
It's
it will
rough.
definitely work against you.
It
for
does.
for
For
you,
you, but-
by getting you in the door. But then they're males,
It is.
and not all male.
Are
Sync
that
we're
way.
not in bashing men
Right,
at
we're
all.
not,
But
we're not.
I'm just speaking the truth. We're being
It
authentic
is.
here on this show.
It is.
And you also model.
Yeah.
So I saw a post that this woman posted. I'm sure you can somewhat relate to it, despite she has 3 kids, and
Okay.
she posted how she's beautiful.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Gorgeous.
aesthetically
Okay.
pleasing, and she was stating how she basically. She was authentic, and she was saying it's basically about angles, and she has all these apps, and the apps basically make her look better. But you, I'm looking at her, you guys. She's naturally gorgeous.
Thank you.
How do you feel about, the Instagram model, that whole thing that's going on?
I feel for these women that are really going above and beyond, just with the surgeries and with the filterings and stuff that we know isn't real. I don't really care about them, honestly. I care about the babies who are looking up to them, who don't know the truth, and who are really, really kind of feeling indifferent about their bodies and how they look. And a lot of people that we think are real in the industry and who would not even think about saying they're fake are fake.
Yeah.
And they're saying to children, to the girls, that they're real, and girls are like, well, I don't, but you wouldn't look like that because she doesn't look like that.
Right.
So I feel like I'm more upset with the industry girls who are claiming that they're real, and we all know what a real body looks like. Hello. And they're saying that they're real, and they know they've had, so much work done, and I feel really bad for the babies. So I think that's why I've stayed, natural and just went the more fitness route, really for the kiddos, because I don't want them to believe that this is what real is, and it's not.
So then you're good with them being authentic about having surgery?
I wish that we would be more honest about
Okay.
it, but then it cheapens your brand if you tell
Yeah.
the truth. But I'm talking about anyone you think hasn't had work, has had work. I'm talking
Right.
about everybody. And it's
Right.
not a bad thing. You're in front of a camera all the time, so you may want to nip and tuck. But I feel like I'm just more upset that we're lying to the kids and the youngins.
You got a few people that are authentic, though.
Oh, yeah, but I wonder who.
Cardi?
No.
No, she didn't tell the truth
No.
about her
That
surgery?
booty, has anyone seen that booty?
Ah.
Come on now. And I mean, Cardi might hate me for this, but no.
So how do you know if the booty's real?
You know if the booty's real.
It jiggles?
That booty, come on. And I think her booty was real probably up until this baby. She got a little mommy redone.
Yeah.
So
But I want to say she admitted to, I think it was her breasts.
she admitted to the breast.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you can admit to the boobs, you can't admit to the booty. The booty is what's like,
It hasn't been accepted
it
yet.
hasn't been accepted yet. And I don't really think it's a big deal. You look fabulous.
Right.
I don't really think it's a big a deal. And I just don't want to lie to the girls and have them thinking like, oh, they didn't wake up like that. Like
Right.
nobody woke up like that.
Right. So you're more the spiritual yoga route. And then you are into fitness, like it's no.
And that's the thing. If anyone really gave fitness a chance, you don't know what your body would be. But no one really got time for that. So you go to Dr. Miami.
Listen, we don't have time for that. Sync to Sync family. We'll be right back. Se25 family. We're here with Kaidot. I have the pleasure of being in that place.
I'm having a blast.
Kaidot,
Having a
you got a
blast.
single coming out.
Bro,
We're
when
working.
I tell you I'm excited about this single, I don't give a what it does.
Yes.
I'm just excited to finally be back out the mud and producing a single, and I'm just very excited to finally be dropping something after like I said, like 5 or 6 years. So
Nice.
I'm excited.
What can we expect?
You can expect, finally, I guess, a lot of people have been like, oh, I know you host, I know you DJ, but I want to hear some music. So you can finally
Really? Music?
Where's up with the music? So I think that she'll be able to at least get me finally to be like, okay, this is what her music sounds like.
Okay.
I do write everything. Like I said, even my mom and I haven't been writing, so I
Gotta
write
give you
everything.
love for that.
I write everything. And I think that that's one thing. If you look at a lot of people who writes, if you go and look at the writing credits, it's 12 people on a record.
Pretty much.
So, but the single is called Drip. I definitely want you guys to use the hashtag look at my drip. So if you're dripping, I'll make sure you guys have the song. It'll be on Spotify and Apple Music. Take a little snap of your drip, how you look, and that's what we're gonna be doing. But the video, the cover art, everything's already ready. So I'm very excited.
So Drip. So one little cute thing about Drip. So Drip, somebody put that in the yearbook, and it would almost print it and went into rotation.
Okay.
And they had to pull it back
Right.
because drip has several meanings.
Okay.
So your drip is what?
I think the drip is just definitely about just looking fly in whatever you're wearing, and just being fly in your character and just dripping. We all know that drip, like you said, is a popular lingo.
Yeah.
So I guess just drip is like just being yourself and just looking fly with whatever you do.
Love
Like
it.
you're dripping today, honestly.
I'm dripping. I look like I'm going to a safari.
No, you because
Yeah.
it's a look, sis. Like
Okay,
it's a look.
I'll take that.
It's
Thank
a
you.
look.
And
so
I
you look
live.
great.
I live with the line.
So
You
yeah.
know, slime. Wait till my daughter sees that. She's gonna be like, "Mommy, wait till you're 25."
Just let's wait for that.
Yeah. Let's wait.
But
Let's pause.
The theme for drip is definitely lime green, as we know. So we will be just dripping slime and just looking hot. So
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that you're outside of the box and it's
Yeah.
not just the typical, colors. I've never heard anyone say they like lime green.
favorite color,
Ah.
not just because of the trend,
Not
but,
because of the trend. What do you think about trends?
trends. I mean, I think our music right now, especially hip hop music, is a trend.
Yeah, it's
So you
pop.
just have to be careful. I say definitely get with the trend because you want to stay relevant,
Right.
but also don't lose yourself because when that trend's over, what are we gonna do?
Exactly.
So I feel like my music isn't necessarily even with the trend, but it's all good because it's like, what happens when that's over? I can't. I especially not finna drop a single trendy and then next year we're not even on that. Now we're in my
Right.
music. So I feel like kind of get with it, but stay with yourself too.
So with this single, you basically poured, I guess, your soul into
yeah,
it, right?
Yeah, and I really want to thank my producer. I'm not gonna say his name, but you know who you are. I want to thank you because you really made sure that this happened.
Why we can't
And
say his name?
I just keep it under wraps. People
Politics.
steal stuff. You know who you are. So I like to keep my people under wraps. And he will be revealed. When the time is right.
When it's right.
But
I
my
got you.
team, I keep private because I realized when I let people know who my team really was, they were getting snatched left and right.
Wow.
So again, you know how that goes.
So you've learned a lot.
I've learned a lot, so it's good. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Gotta keep things under wrap. Don't always tell people what you're doing.
That's right. Silence. Move in silence.
Is the key and get your done. Get it
So
done.
as far as contacting you for more information,
Yes.
you are an entire vibe. I
Yeah,
can see you
thank you.
hosting.
Thank you. I
Like your
appreciate it.
energy, you're very energetic. I love it. I love it.
you.
Where can we contact you for more information?
Make sure you guys look me up on Kaidot Music. That's Kaidot Music on Instagram, and that is my email as well. And if you need to ever contact me, that's the easiest way to go.
Kaidot, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. You are
Listen.
great at what you do.
Thank you.
Really, you are a queen.
We'll be back, you guys.
Sink to sink. Music is life. Yeah, yeah.
Voice to the man, just on reaching out to the world.
Take banana.
I looser than, loose it, I sweeter than, juice it. This carnival harvest, so damn loose, get loose.
Se25 family, we're back. I'm your girl B. We're here with Kaidot.
Woo!
Kaidot. Drip,
B.
drip.
Drip, drip.
That's what I'm talking about. Who would you like to collaborate, if anyone?
Oh my gosh, what a great first Missy Elliott.
Ooh! I love Missy.
Missy
She's
Elliott.
in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, as a writer and producer. So Missy Elliott, The Dream.
Ooh.
The Dream would definitely be like my ultimate goal. And as far as like an artist wise, that's a good. Probably like Jhené Aiko, because people say our voices sound similar. So
yes, I see that.
think it would be kind of cool to see, because every time I let people hear my music, you sound like Jhené Aiko. So I think it'd be kind of cool to see what that sounds like, since we sound similar. So those are my main peeps.
So I'm going to give you a throwback question.
All right.
What got you into music in the first place?
Sheesh, my family. I mean, my grandfather was huge in the music industry. Let's say around, I mean, we're talking about the golden years. We'll say like around, I'm gonna say like the 70s, 60s.
Okay.
He opened up for like Elvis Presley.
Wow.
He was that guy. So that is that. And then my uncle, he was actually one of the writers on Summertime.
Hey.
Main hit that we play every summer by Will Smith. So I kind of come from writers and performers. So that's kind of what it was. I hate that question because everyone's like, my family was into music. But it is, everyone says it. My family was into music, but my family was into music. So
So they supported you through and through.
yes, and my
Okay.
mother was a radio personality. So
Oh, nice.
it did come from the family background.
Gotcha. Are you the only child?
No, I have a sister. She's an artist herself, but she's an actual real artist. She paints, sculpts. So we're artists for real, but she's a real artist.
Renaissance family.
Yeah.
Got it.
So.
So as far as music is concerned, everybody who's anybody
Right.
say they want to do music.
Right.
You took a hiatus because you had to get clear your mind
I really did.
and come inclined with mind, body, and soul.
I really did.
What do you recommend to someone who's entering the industry?
The beautiful thing is, if you really look at our culture as Black people, like you said, we've been storytelling and telling stories and doing music on every plantation from the time if you're a Black American, from that time to this time. I'm actually not upset that everyone's doing
Even
music.
if you're not a Black American.
Yeah,
we all,
but
yeah.
especially in the culture of just being any kind of Black. I mean, we really were singing and songwriting,
Definitely.
and music really came a lot from us. So I'm not really upset that everyone's doing music now that the digital era has become so like accessible. But I would just say, really just be careful, because you may be wasting your time if you're not that great, and you could have been taking time to do something a little bit more like. I realize now that I'm growing, like, time is really of the essence.
It is.
So if you're not really gonna be a rapper, don't spend 5 years trying to push being a rapper when really you could have been
Really?
spending 5 years doing something really dope.
Okay.
So just be careful. That's
so
all I'm
how
saying.
do you know if you're good or not?
I mean, I don't
Because
think
you have
it's-
some people out there that,
And just because your music's not picking up momentum doesn't mean you're
You're
not
not
good.
good.
So I really feel like, are you in it because you just want to look fly in a music video, or are you in it like if rap wasn't popular anymore, would you still want to be a rapper?
That's a good check.
You
and
know what I
balance.
mean?
That's good.
It's popping now because it's so part of our culture, and it really, hip hop music is the biggest thing as far as any culture right now.
It definitely is.
So just be careful. I don't want you to like push music if that's really not what you're trying to do.
So you see the merge of other genres, which I feel like we've started. I won't say every genre of music, but we've had our hand in a lot of music
Absolutely.
genres. So
Absolutely.
how do you feel about the merge, which I don't think it's anything new,
Mm-hmm.
country and hip hop and rap?
If you're a songwriter, listen to country music and really think about how much they influence from hip hop music.
Yes.
Go listen to 5 country songs right now and really think about that is very hip hop influence.
Very much so.
So don't be mad at us doing Lil Nas X. I personally
Listen.
love it.
Listen.
And it's my jam.
Wait, he rocked Lime too. Did he have
Yeah.
a Lime?
No, he had on like a baby blue.
Oh, he had on a baby blue. Okay.
So
okay.
I think that us merging country and the way Lil Nas X did it is amazing, because if you really pay attention to country music without any influence, it has a lot of hip hop in it
very much so.
to
Very
be
much
like
so.
trendy.
Very much so.
So.
And then rock.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely had our hands in rock, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So I really feel like, don't believe the hype. We do all music,
Very
and you
much
don't
so.
have to. If there is like a person out there that wants to do rock or country, I started singing country when I started. I like to
Okay.
give you that tidbit. The first thing I started singing and won my little contest when I was a little kid was definitely country music.
What
So
song was it?
It was Blue by Leanne Rhymes.
Okay,
So
I
you put me
remember
on the
Leanne
spot.
Rhymes.
And you know I wasn't lying. So it was Blue by Leanne Rhymes, and I was like going around my little town in my city, in Kansas City, Missouri, and win little contests off that. So I sang country music first.
That's dope. That's dope. And yeah, definitely the lyrics in country music definitely transcend so many genres. Like even compa, Haitian
love compa
music,
music,
like what is it? Tubadu, Zouk, all of that, MCS, all of that.
Right.
They piggyback on a lot of the lyrics from country.
Yeah.
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 Lord knows I used to hate listening. I mean, that's a whole nother topic.
We
But-
won't go there.
We're not gonna go there. You're really dope.
Thank you.
No,
I think
you're really dope.
I think you're dope.
And then we definitely, you're part of the family.
Awesome.
You've always been.
But trust me, it's been a blessing to finally be here. I was trying to be here for like 4 years, so it finally came. I really love everything you guys do, so I'm really grateful to be here.
Take us out. Where can we contact you?
All right, make sure you contact me at K.Music on IG, and my email is the same, K.music@gmail. Get at me.
There you have it, K.Music. Be sure to check
Thank
her
you.
out. Thanks for Sync family. We'll be back.
Sink to sink. Music is life. Yeah, yeah.
Voice to the man, just on reaching out to the world. Take banana.
I looser than, loose it, I sweeter than, juice it. This carnival harvest, oh, God, loose, get loose.
Thanks for Sync family. We've reached the final segment of our show. I'm your girl B. I want to thank you so much, K. Dot.
Thank
for
you. I'm so
joining
happy
us.
you guys had me.
Listen,
it was a blessing.
Be
Thank
sure
you.
to check the single out coming
Yes,
soon.
Drip is coming soon before the summer's over. I got a date before the summer's over.
Before the summer's over. And
For
it's
real.
very caliente. We need that drip in our
though.
lives.
Caliente. It's hot.
We're at Nat's Place, you guys. Nelda, one time for your mind. Thank you so much for the drink at Nat's Place, you guys. Thanks for Sync family. It's been a pleasure. It's a hot summer. Be sure to stay hydrated. If you want more information about us, feel free to locate us on the gram at Sync TV. We're also on the internet at www.sync2sync.tv.com. Twitter as well at Sync2sync.tv. I'm your girl B. You guys stick and stay with us. We need you in our lives. It's been a pleasure.
been a pleasure.
Have a good one.